The original run of Samurai Jack does the best display of the difference between nature versus nurture. In the season 4 finale of Samurai Jack titled Jack and the Baby, Jack was minding his own business, trying to gather some peaches, and then he hears a baby crying in the distance. Jack comes across a cave, takes a look inside, and sees a baby crying hanging upside down above these 3 ogres beneath them, planning on eating him. Jack rescues the baby, then tries to fight his way out of the cave while holding the child that does not want any part of this battle. This baby is upset, fed up, and has no idea what's going on. We then see Jack having to be a paternal figure to this baby. The baby starts out fussy, but then Jack slowly learns what the baby likes. He finds a way to calm the baby and keep the baby quiet. We've seen glimpses of Jack in his youth on the show as a kid, but we've never seen Jack become a paternal figure until now. Samurai Jack is a bad man, certified killer, run you down, do you up, But now we're seeing him tell a bedtime story to this kid, sharing his culture with them. Jack tells a tale of Momotaro, who is delivered to his parents upon a peach, hence his name meaning Peach Boy. He goes on a quest to rid them of these ogres that have been stealing their treasure from the land. He makes some friends along the way, run the ogres for that money, comes back to his parents, and they all live happily ever after. We then see Jack traveling with this kid for days on end, trying to find his parents, and also learning what to do with the child. The kid gets hungry. Jack doesn't know how to feed a baby, but then he realizes, oh, the baby needs milk. Jack tried milking a deer and got a lesson on consent by getting his face stomped in. Look how pathetic our boy looks right now. You see how fast kids age you? It's only been a couple of days, but it's looking like he's been a parent for 5 years. Jack may not be this kid's actual parent, but he goes through great lengths to keep the kid fed, as well as keeping the kid safe, even from himself. But just because Jack has a kid now doesn't mean life slows down, or that it changes, because Aku still got money on Jack's head. And when the baby and Jack come across a French swordsman, they realize real quick that Disney story stops, because Jack is still Samurai Jack and all that entails. The baby has been traveling with Jack long enough to know that when someone pulls steel, shit's gotten real. Jack tries to distract the baby with its own reflection in a puddle while he gets busy right behind him. The baby's distracted at first, but then he turns to see Jack in battle. And unlike before, he's not afraid, but a little more curious and bewildered. The baby's getting a glimpse of what Samurai Jack's life is like. The baby's saying before he was around, this is how Jack was getting down. And once Jack knocks the baguettes out this would-be assassin, he realizes, yeah, it's time to get this kid home. But then the baby gets sick and he's not eating anything. Jack tries a home remedy. Jack tries going to get fish. The baby's not eating at all. This is not boding well. Jack is terrified and doesn't know what this kid wants to eat. But then he hears the kid trying to utter out a word. It might be the kid's first word. And Jack leans in closer and closer. And then the kid says, Momo, which is Japanese for peach. Jack then takes the kid and runs all the way back to the peach orchard just outside of where he saved him. Jack starts feeding the baby peaches and he's eating them. So he gets relieved and everything's all right. Until those same 3 ogres that kidnapped the kid show up again. Them ogres were talking cash shit, but Jack was ready this time, and he can face them because he's bonded with the child. Jack makes a makeshift Bjorn to strap that baby to his back and proceeds to get to work. And this time he's fighting them and the baby is not crying. For the kid's first battle, he was an unwilling participant. The second battle, he watched from the outside looking in. This time he's a participant in the battle, but he's been with Jack long enough to trust him. He sees the moves that Jack's avoiding. He's taking note on everything that Jack does. Keep in mind, Jack is taking hits with this kid strapped to his back, but the baby's still not crying. The baby is more adapt to battle because he's been a product of Jack's environment for so long. Them ogres are talking about eating that kid and being hungry before, but Jack got him full off the steel because he turned into Ina Garten and got it cooking on him. You already know how Jack souffles and chefs, he got them all on the cutting board getting diced up. Jack took out each enemy, and once that final casket dropped, we see the mother of the baby come out of the distance. She thanks Jack for his kindness and watching out for her child and is relieved to see her baby. And once she's done embracing her child and goes to take a look at him, she sees and realizes that her baby has been returned to her as a whole new child. Yeah, that baby bout that action now. The mom asks Jack, yo, what did you do to my kid? And then in a somber and almost apologetic voice, Jack explains what's happened.
I am afraid your son has seen many things on our travels and has now achieved Sakai, the spirit of the samurai.
Had this child never been kidnapped and came across Jack, he might have grown up to be a musician, a farmer, a poet, a doctor. But because he did meet Jack, all of that is not possible now because this kid's a samurai now. The mom is like, what the f? Because now when she takes her kid to the playground, he's going to be the kid doing push-ups, pull-ups, and dips while everybody else is playing in the sandbox. Other babies taking their first steps, and meanwhile, he's got a stick in hand working on his sword stances. That baby bilingual now. Because of his time with Jack, he fluent in Japanese and these hands. And I wonder if that somberness in Jack's voice is because this kid's innocence is gone now. The kid's childhood has been severely altered, which brings us back to nature versus nurture. Jack's nurturing changed this kid's future. And as the mom now contemplates this, we just see Jack walking off in a distance. And as Jack walks away, the child shouts out his second word. That full circle is so damn good. We don't know who this baby was going to grow up to be before he met Jack, but now that he has, we got an idea of what lies ahead of him.